Good evening. I'm Emma Haldane, and today I will be summarizing my empirical research on the relationship between anthropogenic climate change and global biodiversity. To be more specific, I will be asking what anthropogenic factors are negatively affecting biodiversity today, and what can we do as a species to stop these factors? My research was mostly collected using content analysis techniques, as well as an in-depth interview with CSU Biological Diversity Professor Liba Pechar. I wanted to get a professional opinion. I wanted to talk to her face-to-face and see what a professional thinks about this field right now. This research is extremely significant as species extinction becomes an increasingly pressing issue. Also, if you ask people if they care about biodiversity, they always say they do. They always say they value it highly, but they cannot explain why. Because of this, before I discuss biodiversity loss, I decided to start my research by delving into the amazing benefits that we get by just surrounding ourselves with biodiversity, and why it should be valued so highly. It improves immune system health and places limits on disease. It is also heavily interconnected with human cultural identity. Not only that, it is the basis for healthy, well-functioning ecosystems, which not only humans rely on to survive, but every other organism on Earth. It is clear that mass biodiversity loss cannot be ignored, especially since it is anthropogenic factors, human factors, that are accelerating it at a rate never seen before. I focused on the top 3 factors mentioned by biodiversity professionals and the ones that I thought were the most pressing as well: habitat loss, pollution, and overexploitation. I researched each one of these in the context of biological diversity loss, while providing specific case studies to support these claims. Rather than simply overwhelming the reader with everything humans are doing wrong, I wanted to make sure I added a section, an in-depth analysis on what we can do to limit our negative effects. Some of these include building wildlife bridges over roads, creating stricter pollution regulations, or even personal things like limiting animal products from your diet. The outcomes of my research supported that we are certainly contributing to global biodiversity loss, and pinpoints exactly how we are doing so. It also proves that this is not a hopeless situation. We as a society have as much as an ability to decrease our impacts as we do to inflict them. In conclusion, I hope this paper gives us a broad yet insightful view on the importance of biodiversity, our impacts on biodiversity, and what we can do about them. Thank you.